Hi guys, again, this is just a quick little helpful video when you are starting out your narrative after your narrative hook. You're going to have to explain the setting to us, and I don't want you to simply list all the aspects of the setting. I want you to kind of weave it in as you get the story started. Um, Things to think about for your setting are the following questions right here. I won't read them all to you, but see which ones apply. They aren't all going to apply to your story. For example, what kinds of buildings were there? Maybe this all takes place on a mountain and therefore that doesn't apply whatsoever. Here's what I mean about weaving it in though. So let's say that you're on this farm and you have this wheelbarrow there as the story gets started. This would be a very blah, 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 boring way of doing it, just listing everything about the wheelbarrow. But the second way, right here, notice that the author of this narrative really weaved everything in as they not only talked about the setting, but now they also talked about what this story is probably about. You're starting to be able to predict what the conflict might be. You're learning who the characters are, and you're learning something about each of the characters. So peeling red paint, but then they talk about other things, smooth gray weathered handles. They talk about other things. It's 100 years old, and then they talk about other things. It's in good shape. So there they got in the setting of this wheelbarrow in this scene. But notice additionally, they did a lot of other things. This person, there's a small boy. We got the character in there. And we talk about his grandfather. We got another character in there. Um, Plus, he's wondering about his grandfather working on the farm. So we think, okay, maybe this story is going to be something about this relationship between this boy and his grandfather who maybe is no longer with him. We also learn a lot about the grandfather, his character traits. They've woven that in as well. We learned that the grandfather is probably takes good care of things. We know he's old, but we also think he's probably hardworking based on the fact that the handles look like that of his old wheelbarrow. And knowing that the boy's thinking about him in a very sentimental way, we assume that the grandfather must have been nice, someone very likable. So this is more what we're looking for a great exposition as you get ready to state your conflict.